Yo, what's going on, guys? Super stoked. Excuse me. Super stoked about this video. I'm going to talk about the way that I've been able to get into great shape via intermittent fasting. So if you haven't heard of this before, it's basically a longer period of time in a day in between meals. So there's a lot of different avenues to take for intermittent fasting, but what I do is I only have 2 big meals a day, which I said in one of my other videos. My first meal I usually eat at like 5 or 6 p.m. and then my second one anywhere between 9:30 and 11:30, something like that. So my fasting window is usually like 18 to 20 hours. So from, roughly 10 or 11 p.m. all the way till 5 or 6 the next day, I don't have a single thing. And you guys are like, wow, that's crazy. Like, oh, I thought breakfast was the most important meal, blah, 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 blah. I mean, honestly, I don't know about that answer. And I don't really care because this is the way that I found to lose weight easiest. So intermittent fasting is great for a lot of things. It speeds up the fat burning process. It also gives you clarity of mind, which is crazy. I guess there's been studies on it, but I've seen it for myself. You'd be surprised. You're probably thinking like, oh, like I'm gonna be starving and just thinking about food the whole day. Well, not if you practice it. It's just like riding a bike, right? So I didn't start out going till 6 p.m. every day without eating. I started out at pushing it till what people would call lunchtime, like 12, and then I made 2, and then 4, 5, 6, and it's just like riding a bike. It became innate with me. It became practice. So I want to talk about the benefits real quick. So there's a lot of health benefits to it, especially if you're a diabetic. It stimulates your insulin levels, so that's really good. It's also been proven to increase life expectancy, which is super awesome. I don't necessarily do it for those things. I do it because it's the easiest way that I can stay in shape year round. So I would suggest this for you guys. It's really awesome. Once you get it down, you don't even have to think about it. The great thing is you don't have to think about meals during the day. You're just like, you're doing your thing, you're at work, you're out with friends, whatever you're doing, and you don't even have to think about work. And the awesome thing is like, yeah, you haven't had anything to eat all day, but you get to pack in like a lot. Like right now I'm hitting about 2,000 calories a day is my cutting calories. Okay. So my maintenance calories is roughly like 2580 because my activity, how active I am, I'm pretty moderately active. I walk, I bike, I hit the gym. I try to a couple days a week. And so I eat at about a 580 calorie deficit. But anyway, I get to eat 2,000 calories in like only a 5-hour span on average per day, which is great. So you're spending the day doing the stuff you want to do, not having to plan out food or anything like that. And then you can reward yourself at the end of the day. So what I do is around 6 p.m. I'll have more of a protein and fat-based meal because I'm a carb lover and I save it for later at night. And I'll get into that more later on. People are afraid of eating at night, and eating carbs at night. It's completely foolish. It's just debunked by me and thousands of people. You can eat carbs at night. So I save my carbs, which are awesome, at night. I'll have like pasta, tacos, like quesadillas, so it's really great. Intermittent fasting is the only way I've been able to stay in shape. The only way. Yeah, I told you need to hit your cutting calories, and that is how you lose weight, right? That is like what you need to do in order to lose weight, but the easiest way to lose weight, at least from my experience and how I've helped out other people, is to intermittent fast. And you don't have to push it till 6 p.m. You know, you can eat your first meal at lunch and then eat another one at 6, 7, 8 p.m. and just call that dinner or whatever. So I would suggest 2 big meals. Just make sure, you know, if technically a fast, you need to go at least, I would say 16 hours is my recommendation. Do like a 16-hour fast, an 8-hour eating window. And also, it's not necessarily considered a fast unless you have at least, after you wake up, have at least 4 hours until you eat that first meal. But for me, like, I wake up, you know, it depends on the day, but we'll say average, you know, 7:30, and I don't even eat till 6. So it's possible. And I'll talk about the ways. There's a lot of tricks to be able to start out, and well, not even just start out, maintaining this way of life. And it's not even really a diet, it's more of a way of life. And the last thing I wanted to talk about is just think about our ancestors back in the day, okay? What were they doing during the day? They were out hunting for their food, for their fish, for their deer, for whatever animals they were eating and stuff like that. They were out doing stuff, and they really didn't eat until late at night. They had a huge meal at nighttime. So technically, you know, via our ancestors, it's honestly what, you know, in a sense, what we were meant to do. We were meant to, technically, they probably didn't think about it as fasting. They were just out being busy and doing stuff. But they didn't eat till later in the day, and they, you know, they had those huge feasts. They brought all their family together and had huge, big meals. They cooked whatever they got that day. So really, it's innate in our blood to do intermittent fasting, right? Thanks for watching this video. This is just the start to intermittent fasting, and I'm going to help you guys with tricks and easier ways to make it much simpler for you. I hope you liked the video. If you did, there's a button down there to like it, dislike it, give me comments, please. This is really going to help you. And again, I would suggest, if you haven't done this before, just try doing a shorter fast, just a 4-hour fast after you wake up. If you wake up at 7, then you can eat first at 11. Maybe your second meal is at 7 or 8. If you wake up at 9, make it 1 p.m. and then eat it 8, 9 o'clock, whatever it is. 2 big meals, that's what I recommend. All right, guys, thanks for listening. Appreciate it. Hope you're all having a great day. And love you. Take care.